Welcome back for another deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise, find those key nuggets of knowledge for you. Today, we're taking a really interesting look at the Bharat Ratna. That's India's highest civilian honor. We've gone through, articles, some history, surprising details from the sources to sort of unpack its story, its significance, our goal, to figure out what this ultimate recognition really tells us about a nation's values.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here, truly, is how an award like this, a nation's highest honor, it really does give you a window into core values. What a country decides is, well, peak human achievement. It's more than just a medal, it's a statement.
That really frames it well.
Right.
So, okay, the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award. What's the basic idea behind it? How's it changed?
Well, at its heart, it recognizes exceptional service or performance of the highest order. That's the
Yeah.
official line. Initially, it was more focused: arts, literature, science, public service, let's say, traditional heavy hitters. But then 2011 was a key moment. The criteria broadened out to any field of human endeavor.
Any field. That sounds like a pretty big change.
It really was. It wasn't just, changing a rule. It signaled something deeper about how India sought itself, acknowledging that great contributions, things that unite or inspire people, they can come from anywhere, not just those older categories.
Yeah.
And importantly, there's no money attached. It's all about the honor, the prestige.
Pure prestige.
Yeah.
Okay. And it started January 2nd, 1954, set up by the president.
That's right.
What about the design? It looks quite distinctive in pictures.
Oh, it is. It's shaped like a peepal leaf.
Yeah.
That tree has huge symbolism in India: wisdom, enlightenment, that kind of thing. On the front, you've got a sunburst design and a Bharat Ratna written in Devanagari script, the script used for Hindi, Marathi, etc.
Okay.
And then on the back, there's the state emblem of India, the lions, and the motto Satyameva Jayate.
Which means?
Truth alone triumphs. A very powerful statement for a national honor.
Definitely. So who got it first? Who were those pioneers back in 54?
Good question. The first three really showed the award's scope right away. You had C. Rajagopalachari, the last governor general, then Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, the philosopher who later became president,
Right.
and C.V. Raman, the Nobel Prize-winning physicist, the Raman effect guy.
Yes. So politics, philosophy, science, right from the start.
Exactly. And the award kept evolving. Posthumous awards became possible from 1955. That was important. It meant figures like, say, Lal Bahadur Shastri in 66, or much later, Sardar Patel in 91, B.R. Ambedkar in 90. They could still be recognized.
Which seems crucial for historical figures. Now, this is where it gets really interesting for me looking at some of the other recipients over the years. The sheer variety.
Absolutely.
You've got someone like Mother Teresa in 1980 for humanitarian work. And then Lata Mangeshkar in 2001. I mean, her voice is iconic.
That diversity really does highlight how the award has broadened its embrace. But it's not just the fields, is it? There's some really unique cases.
Why do?
Well, think about Sachin Tendulkar in 2014. He was the first sports person, which was huge news.
I remember that.
And not just that, he was also the youngest person ever to receive it. That combination. Wow. It really showed a shift towards recognizing figures who have massive popular resonance, huge cultural impact, alongside, the more traditional forms of service.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's not just for Indians, is it? Though that's rare.
Extremely rare. Only 2 non-Indians have ever received it. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, the frontier Gandhi in 1987, and Nelson Mandela in 1990.
Mandela, right.
And he's the only foreign political leader. It was a recognition of those shared ideals, peace, justice, fighting oppression, connecting India's story with global struggles.
So besides who gets it, what about how they get it? Any sort of fun facts there?
A couple of interesting points. There isn't actually a formal nomination process like you might expect. The Prime Minister makes recommendations directly to the President. That's it.
Really? Just a recommendation?
Seems so. And technically it can be declined. But as far as records show, no one ever has officially refused it.
Interesting. And it's clearly still very relevant. The 2024 awards showed that.
Definitely. A mix again. Karpuri Thakur posthumously, then political figures like P.V. Narasimha Rao, Chaudhary Charan Singh, L.K. Advani, and the agricultural scientist M.S. Swaminathan. It shows that ongoing blend of recognizing past and present contributions.
So wrapping this up, what have we really seen here? This deep dive, it feels like it shows the Bharat Ratna is much more than an award. It's like a mirror reflecting India's values, its heroes, its history, and how all of that changes over time.
Exactly. And if you connect it to the bigger picture, that expansion of criteria we talked about, especially bringing in fields like sports, it makes you think, doesn't it? What does that say about how a nation's idea of service or achievement evolves? It's a live conversation.
It really is. So a final thought for you listening in. How did these kinds of top honors shape a nation's identity, its goals? And maybe more personally, what kinds of service or achievement do you think are most important for society to recognize today? Definitely something to mull over. Join us next time for another deep dive.